Welcome to lesson 2, expanding your network. So this is your next place to find clients. I found that there are a bunch of different ways to expand your network. Some are more happenstance, like at events. Others are more deliberate, like connecting with people on LinkedIn. We're going to cover both in this lesson. So let's dive in. All right, LinkedIn connections. There are a few different categories here. People who you have worked with, you may or may not know them, but you have a common link because of your employer. This is a good way to start. The other category are people who have similar backgrounds as you. This is good to align with folks who might be able to offer referrals. So you'll see this in the area in LinkedIn whenever you go to your connections. You can also start thinking about your ideal client. The work in module 1, again, comes into play here. Folks who work at companies that meet your target industry and have the right type of role. You can proactively start to connect with these folks. And also complementary professionals. So designers, fractional CMOs, fractional sales leaders, content marketers, or anyone else who is in the marketing space that is probably talking with clients or businesses, and they might need a go-to PPC person, and that could be you. So it doesn't have to be scary. Just send a LinkedIn connection request. You don't even need to add a note if you don't want to. And I will be diving deeper into LinkedIn specific content and strategies in the next module, so don't sweat about that. All right, industry events. You might have to do some research into marketing groups that are putting on events in your area, but this is a great way to meet new people who are either in marketing or part of your target ICP and organically grow your network. Chamber of Commerce events are really good for this, or anything with small businesses in your city can be great for just meeting new people as well as client acquisition. If there are specific industries that you specialize in, you can seek out events to connect with business owners directly. There's where I'm at, there's a startup week. Real estate, if you're niching into that industry, they regularly have events, as well as healthcare. So if you're thinking of your target industry, you can pretty easily search for local events that are related to those industries. And before you go to these events, definitely prep for conversations. Again, get your elevator pitch ready that hopefully you solidified for your core network. You'll want to employ that here. So research the event and the organizer ahead of time. Get that elevator pitch on lock, so if people ask what you do, you can quickly and confidently answer them. Next up is partnering with complementary professionals. I love this. This is actually one of my favorite ways to expand my network. So these are professionals who work in the realm of marketing or close to marketing, close to PPC, but they don't actively do PPC work. So, for example, content marketers, brand experts, fractional CMOs are in this space, and anyone who does work that is tangentially related to PPC. So this works because there's no real competition. They don't do what you do and vice versa. It also grows your referral network, which is always a good thing. So it's a really nice position to be in when you have a strong network of people who you can refer your clients to for other services beyond PPC. So I've been in a bunch of conversations with my own clients where either they're looking for a designer, they need help with SEO, they need web design, things like that. I've got a short list of folks that I refer to as my referral bench that I can easily pass their information to my client based on what they need. So it's a really nice way to, one, give back, but also it puts you in a really nice position to receive referrals as well. And a real world example of this, because I love real world examples, this is a DM I got from an agency owner. She even stated we are in complementary spaces, so I'm glad to have made the acquaintance. And it let me know what goals you're working towards in 2025. And then she says, I love PPC, but we're not a PPC first agency. So again, that complementary services, this agency, they can do it, but they're not a PPC first. So they were reaching out to me to see if I could help handle some PPC projects for them. So wanted to share that example. Alrighty, connecting with other PPC freelancers. This one might sound a little bit counterintuitive because aren't these people my competition? But I would say no, especially for freelancers and other solo operators. There are always going to be constraints around how many clients you can realistically take on. So, as long as you're not a jerk, don't try to poach clients. Other freelancers won't try to compete with you, and they'll be more than willing to refer business to you. And most people would love to have a reliable person to refer overflow business that they can't serve or business that just it's not a good fit for what they're going for, but it could be a great fit for you. So you'll likely find other PPC freelancers using the methods listed prior, LinkedIn, industry events, online communities, etc. If you have an agency background, you might know some former coworkers that you worked with who are now on their own. I personally know a ton. I've had a ton of these networking calls and some have resulted in referrals. So this could be a great way to get referrals, meet new people, reconnect with people who you haven't spoken to in a while within the PPC realm, and just foster that growing community of folks who'll pass information and referrals back and forth. All right, action items for lesson 2. Think through all of these ways to expand your network and just do a brain dump. And I've got the slides in the course if you want to have something to refer back to. So look into marketing business events in your area that might be worthwhile. A lot of them I would imagine might be free, some might be pretty low cost, like 20 bucks a ticket. Just see if it might be worthwhile. And then start connecting with other freelance marketers or agency owners where you can have a mutually beneficial relationship in terms of referrals. So I typically just scroll through LinkedIn. They'll always have the section when you hit connections of recommended connections. So just start to scroll through there and start sending connection requests. Doesn't have to be anything high stakes. You don't need to put a note in there. Just start connecting with people and hopefully you'll start to have more organic connections and conversations as you continue those exercises. And with that, we are on to lesson 3, which is all about nurturing relationships. So I will see you over there.